my social workers, I want you to come to the front. More specifically, if you are an MSW student about to graduate, this video is for you. Let's talk about licensing, okay? And whether you should take your exam right away or wait. So the first thing is it's going to depend on what your goals are. I think I've shared with you all before. When I graduated from graduate school, I went right back to school to go take my prerequisites for medical school. So I didn't take my exam right away. But for some of you, you may need to take your exam right away. You know, your job may be contingent on it. You may be, trying to get your clinical license right away. So you need to get your LMSW first to start accruing hours. You may need it to get it to make more money, right? It really just depends on your long-term goals. And if I had to, let's say, suggest something, I would say take it sooner than later if you know that you want to be licensed eventually, right? Because when you graduate, what happens? The information is fresh in your brain. Okay, it's fresh in your brain, so you're more likely to remember it. Now, if you're taking your exam, I have some tips for you all, and let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So number one, I say this all the time on my video: do not overstudy. Do not overstudy. Do not overstudy. Do not overstudy. This exam is about strategy, not about memorizing every single thing that you learned in grad school. Okay? Second thing, which I say all the time, pick one person and stick with them. Do not consume 10 different people on YouTube stuff. Do not consume 10 different people on TikTok stuff. Stick with one person. And like I say all the time, the person does not have to be me. I'm not offended. Okay? I have all this free stuff online because I want social workers to pass the exam. But trust me, if you don't rock with the stuff that I'm saying, go find somebody else and stick with them. Stop consuming so many different people's stuff, because what it does, it confuses you. You bought this book, that book, talks to this person, that person, that person. You're confused and you're overwhelmed, and now you fail. Okay? That's the second tip that I have for you all. Next thing that a lot of y'all like to avoid and procrastinate on, book the exam. If you book the exam, then it's real, right? And that urgency is going to push you to actually go and study, okay? Right? Book it. And the last thing I will say, get into community, right? Maybe post here on TikTok. I have a Patreon. Post on the Patreon. Go to YouTube. Let folks know, hey, I'm studying. Do you want to study with me? Right? Sometimes it could feel real good if you say, hey, I'm studying. Anybody want to review this? And y'all go and review together. You all can be your external accountability buddies. And that could be really helpful during this time. So I got those 4 tips, right? If you're studying, don't overdo it. Pick one person, make it real, and get into community. Okay? I always tell people, a lot of people fail this exam not because they don't know the information to be a social worker, but because they don't study the high yield stuff. When I was studying for my MCAT, I remember focusing on the high yield topics for the MCAT, because if I focused on the high yield topics, I was more likely to get questions right versus me trying to do everything. There's no possible way my brain